Hi, I'm Zinez, and today we're going to take a look at the demo version of AboveTheSnow. It was released the 23rd of February 2026. It was released for Steam, and I haven't found anything if it will be released for any other place for PC or even for console. More information about the game you can find below in the description, and you can also find where you can buy this game. This playthrough, when I played just now, just to see how it goes, is a very long playthrough. So in that regard, I will not stop for some of the story, but that is mostly so you guys have some joyful to go through the story when you play the demo or the game for yourself. So I will just 1-2 seconds per line and then click through it. And the demo also has a lot of standing still waiting for the game to catch up, giving your resources, which means I will only do to a certain point of the demo. I will not finish it 100% because that it took me like 2 hours to do by just sitting waiting for resources, and that's not a fun video for you guys to see. But it is a simulation, a strategy game for the long run, so it isn't a game that is supposed to be a short game. So no offense for the developers or anything about this game. It's a really good game coming to it, but for a short demo, I feel it's better that I just play through it and tell you how it works instead, more like a tutorial of the tutorial. Some things was not 100% certain what to do, but let's see how it goes.
Francis, my friend, how many chances have I given you, only for you to waste them? What was so unclear in my instructions? What did you expect, walking in there alone?
I truly regret it. I want to fix it. Undo it. Is there any chance?
A chance? In my world, every favor's a tab you'll have to settle. Say, have you ever been to the Alps? In the Swiss part, there's a place, the Corroding region. Massive ridges stretching between 3 valleys. Cold enough to cut through bone, but beautiful. Those places aren't for me, but maybe you'll learn to appreciate the mountains.
And what exactly would I be doing there?
Ever heard of mountain shelters, Francis?
Shelters? Like the ones for animals?
No, my friend. Out there, any spot you can call safe is worth its weight in gold. Mountain trails wind on through cold winds and blinding blizzards. Out there, even the echo seems too frightened to speak back. In the middle of all that chaos, brave alpinists built shelters. Little havens for those heading toward the summit. The only warm places in those vast, dreamy lands.
Where exactly are you going with this?
Slowly, first things first. Get rid of that damn bag.
So let's begin this. Welcome to Sea Lodge. So you can see that there's a lot of story. Everything is like this, and it's it's gonna be a lot of standing still, not doing anything if I would do this like the demo is truly worth. This is your tutorial, the information desk. Here you can find all the information about the game later on. The thing when you have done something, you get the information about it here. You will also have the guest book, which tells you different ways of the guests, what they prefer, if they are good climbers or if they are just want to go out and stroll on the snow. So you can see that depending on how good they are, what they prefer forest areas. They don't want any big slopes, and they want to go to vista points that like something beautiful to see. Then we have the nature fan that wants a lot of forest, a lot of water, and vista points, but they don't seem to care about how the slopes. I don't think they want any slopes at all, just be in nature. Hardcore want some heavy slopes, and they don't care what kind of area they go through. Boulderer, they want some heavy slopes because they really want to climb. Open areas as well to see a view. And then we have the professionals that want some heavy slopes. There are slopes that are higher than this, but I don't think you want to kind of build those. Later on in the game, there will be one route that I will go for you guys. And then you have your journal. This is your quest book to see what you have to do, what's the next on the thing. So let's continue this. So there are multiple ways you can click. You can either use the right mouse button or you can use the WDS. So there are different ways to do the different things. And of course, if you want to take the story right now, I'm clicking through them quite slowly anyway. So if you want to, you can pause and read through it while I'm doing this. That's why I'm not just clicking through it really fast. So you have some time to at least stop it and read if you want to. But yeah, I want this video to be around an hour instead of 2.5 hours like it took me to finish the entire demo. So down here you have the usual 1 to 3 in speed, and then you have the pause. They want us to go to speed 3 just because they are walking up here. So we have 2 routes here. We have one from the town, goes this way, and then we have the market, which goes another trail then. This is how you later on will connect everything to get them to get to either Celestial Grove or Chillcrest Slope or Spirit Wall. So later on in the game you will have to find either a rough terrain up to a summit that is going to be for the mods that likes that kind of terrain, or you can make a more quiet route for people that prefer that kind of terrain to walk in. So you want to make different routes and different trails for people to use and then you want to meet the different estimated what your guests are coming here for to look for. So maybe they want just a slow stroll, then you need to have a route to different places that has that, but you could also make a route which is a little bit harder to the same spot, just to give the ones that want that a challenge to get up there. So there are some tactics to do during the game later. So here we have the hotel, the slot, and the lodge that we have taken control of. There are different ways for you to click through. You can either take let's click through this story here. So either you can press tab and that will go through each of these levels that you can go through. So there's the first floor, second floor where most of the people are sleeping when you open up a different room that you can build in here. And then the third floor, which is not much that you can actually do here. It's more like there's a bath. Oh, that was not about storage. Bath and cleaning, and they will go around here and play some chess and stuff, things like that. So it's like the common area for the guests to have something to do while they are visiting you. And it's also your place where your characters are sleeping and when they are not working. So it's also your area for your work staff, basically. But you can use tab to tab through, or you can use hold down shift and you scroll. So either you scroll when you're on here, you can scroll backwards to go down, or forward to go up. If you are at the top and go upwards again, you get out here, or if you are at the very lowest area and scroll backwards, it goes out here. So it always go through the different stages. I felt it was better to use tab to just tab through where you want to go. You have 3 buildings now in the start that you want to continue with repairing. You want them to be up and running to continue working. It says here in the demo, it's just making work there, that you want to keep them up and running because it keeps up the morale of the people, to make them happy. There are the radio tower here, which is needed to be able to talk to the town. You have the helipad here, which you can order in cargo from by air, which will cost you more. It would cost you coins to do it, but it does it quicker than if you send your car, which is here in the garage. So the snow car can travel to the town and gather stuff. It can carry more than the helicopter, but it takes long time. The helicopter can carry less, but it also costs for the transport, but it goes faster than taking the snowcat. So let's go through this and let him work on the tower here. We also have the different workers here that you can see. Pickaxe is they're working depending on what kind of work that you are. Repairing, I think, is the middle one. she has better repairing than Francis has, but I want to keep her stamina up. That you see down here, he has gone down to half stamina because we need to repair another building afterwards. So I'm waiting with her. But it's workforce and how fast they are to go to certain places. The less stamina they have, these numbers are going down. So you can see here, it's the traversal, how good they are to traverse terrain. Work speed, how fast they are to work. Is also how good they are to work. And the movement speed. But if we go in on Francis here, he has 75% on working and he has work speed of 2. So he's not as good as Eva here to do things, but he has travel 150.
Hello there, my dear.
Which Eva also has, but the uncle that I don't think it's I think it's a relative to these two that owns this place, or it's a friend to the family. I haven't really gotten into the story that way, but these two are siblings, or yeah, the same family at least. So everything that you want to know, when you have done something, you can read it here in the tutorials or the journal to refresh your memory about it, how it's working and so on. So this is to keep the guest morale up, as it's called, as I said, and it's also your research. So to be able to research more, you want that tower to be up and running. I didn't see that they went down in durability during the demo that I just did here, but in the main game I guess they will drop in durability during a certain amount of usage or days passing by and so on. So this is I think it's a friend of the family because they don't have the same last name, but they used to run this place together a long time ago, and then they fell apart, or I don't have the full story about what is going on. He's a grumpy old man that lives in this lodge and has been running it for many years, but the last couple of years has been run down, so now they have to renovate and fix the lodge up to actually be able to continue with the work. So now we're gonna repair the garage here, so let's take Eva for that. We could take care of the helipad right now, but it's gonna come in the demo anyway later on, so let's just wait for it. There we go. So now we're gonna sell stuff in here, and by doing that you do that with clicking on an item and you sell it. There are some stuff that you can break down for wood, which is used for either heating or to craft new furniture. So it depends on what you want to do with the furniture. So we're gonna have to sell for to get 1,000. So let's see what we can sell here. And you turn your map like this camera like that with Q and E. So very good balance on the game, how to do stuff, but it's a bit weird on how you do it. Yep, it goes fast when you learn it. It's standard how you usually do it, so it's just to continue with it. So we're gonna click this button, and then they will have said that we should go down to the market and buy 100 wood and 100 food. And this is the old Bobcat. That's why we'll repair the garage in the game. And then we need to choose a worker to do this. I usually use Francis just because the story tells that. It's nothing that you need to. You can either click through this like one button at a time, or you can take it away and just use your numpad and write what you want to have. But bear in mind, it can only use 400 total, so now we are 50% on usage. So let's order that one. Now he will take the Bobcat and go to the market to get this stuff. So there we go. And if you are going to the map area, you can see how things goes for them. He's already down there and done in the market now, on the way back. So you can follow all your characters when they are doing stuff. You can follow on the map like this. You can send them down by car, or you can have them walk down there by foot. But it's not that much that they can carry them. That's why they want to use the car, to have the carry capacity. So this is using by M. If you use M again, you get back to lodge where you were. Once again, information pops up in the tutorial how to use the delivery system, and that is the thing that is good with this. But it's rather small information that you got and that you get every time what you want to do. So let's continue here. There we go, he's back. So now I want to go into kitchen. You can either click on that button there. Let's choose Eva to cook some food. And she will cook the food which is made here. And this is how you choose what kind of food you want to deliver to the people that comes as guests. The better food, the higher morale you will give, but also the higher morale you give, the less, the more food you are using. So now they want us to build all radiators around the place to heat it up. A minimum of 5 they want us to build at least. That part I didn't read before because I just started spamming everywhere. But 5 will do. It's perfect for me. There we go, and some more than that needed. And now you want to turn on the heating in the game, which they explain here. So depending on how much you use, the more you use, the more wood it's gonna use each day. So they want us to turn it up to 20%, and it just stops there when you get up to 20. So here you can see that it will take 7 wood per day. And again, tech tree, they want us to unlock. What you do is you this is the tech tree that you have. Here you have all the open up the rooms, the outdoor zones, survival, it will go through this later on. You also have the different furnitures here in the right area, and the lower area is more story of the characters that you are playing. Introductions to continue here on training and inventions and so on. Just because they are 3, I usually just open those 2 up. It's nothing that is in the demo, but I don't know, I just open them up. You click on them and you will see it, hold to unlock. That will open up the thing. So we are going to, what was it? Open up a room now? Yeah, unlock a new room in tech and a new zone in the track. So you find it here, the radio tower. And then we'll go for a room, open that one up, and then you have to clean one of these rooms. And I think we are going to start with that one. There we go. And now it's cleaned out. It sold all the things inside, and it's not dusty anymore. And then we shall get a new zone, which is outside zone. Let's take that one. And now they want us to unlock survival essentials. There we go. And build a weather station and a woodshed out in the yard. So you find the yard over here, or you tab out this area. So this is called the yard, which is outside the shed, or the shelter. So now you see Eva has no stamina here, and that is because I have had her in the kitchen doing food all the time. So we can let her take a rest, and then we will use Francis here to build some weather station and stuff here. So we need a weather station. So ordinary grid here. Then you just choose where you want it to be built, and they will be built directly. They will not be constructed or anything like that. And then you want a woodshed where they can chop wood to heat up the shelter. So build that. These 2 I haven't even thought about if I should build it or not. I think it is later on in the game, because it hasn't even talked about these in the demo. Rescue center, I guess it's if you get some quest later on that you need to go out and rescue someone. Rental shop is skis and snowshoes maybe, and so on, to rent those out to your guest that doesn't have that by themselves. But it's nothing that this one will go through the demo how to do. But you can do some decoration of the area, unlock different items to be able to use in the area here. So let's see. So we're gonna use this woodshed now to make some wood for us. What you do is you click on it, and then you assign a worker. Depending on how good working they have, they will do more or less. But if we go for Nicholas here, which is the owner of this lodge, he has his slow movement speed, only 100, but he has better work speed. So he's an old man, and he let's let him chop some wood. Now you see here, he will do 15 wood per hour. And his work speed is 150. But if we add Francis to this woodshed as well, so now when he gets in here, he does 25 per hour, and they do a workforce of 250 together. So the more workers you have in a building, the faster they will work together and chop wood. That only works in the building if there's room for more worker than one. Like the kitchen only has room for one worker at the moment. So here we have expectations. So they want us to build 3 beds here in this bedroom, because we're gonna get some visitors. So first we need to unlock that, which is sleeping 1. So we unlock it. Then we go back here and build comfort and bed. You can choose different looks of these. Can check that rather soon when I placed one of them, because it's easy to see on it. So you can change it while you have placed it as well to 3 different looks of the beds. I wish more games had that it's not just one single bed that you can do. Quite nice that to have in this game. So we need 3 beds. So 1, 2, and 3. That's completed. But I want, just because I know what's happening, I will build 2 more. There are different ways of the buildings here. Beds are using wood, but then you have different things that uses that is using coins instead, that you have to buy the items to have them. I just want to up the comfort in the room a bit. So you have old radiators and the old space heaters. They use coins instead to buy them. So I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit and place a heater in this room so it isn't totally cold in here. It's better than nothing, but just an extra one. And then you can buy some rugs and decorate the area, but that's nothing that I'm gonna care about right now. So the guide that I have, the guide in a blue jacket, old person, has set up a secret for the ones that have taken over. This is your crew you're working with to restore this area. The old guy is a person working in the town, which is Eva has he has paid him to help on restoring the lodge to its former glory, and he is has called to the mayor to get her staff up here to look out on how it's progressing, and if it's okay for her to give it a green go for to be on the tourist map. But later on, this one is going to be in the demo, so they will talk about this, but I will click through it. But they will talk about that the lodge right now, as it is an illegal place that they are open for business, but it's illegal because it isn't confirmed by the mayor of the town. That's why she comes here, so she can look if they actually has a standard of the operation and are okay to be set on the tourist map, that people can get there and actually get their way. So this is the mayor, and this is the guy that I was talking about. So here is some different things that you can choose depending on what you want to do. I think we'll take a soup time. And now they are talking about the helipad out there, that they can get stuff there fast to for an extra price. So they want to have a better lunch. We're also going to take a delivery, add vehicle. Oh, right. Let's go out here and we choose Eva. She can upgrade that, or work on it at least. So that's the bag that they were talking about is in the story. They don't talk about what it is. I think because they are talking about jail time and so on. I think Francis has done something in the story that is not a good thing, and he, like they said in the beginning there, and get rid of that bag. So he has done something, and that's evidence in that bag, and now he shall go and toss that. But to be able to do that is to teach you how to make a road for the trails. So you go into building mode and you have a path segment here. So you want to build that up to the Chillcrest slope. And this is how you make it. You can either go here on the snow path, but then you see that it will not be that much of a forest area if you go to the side here instead. You will have open areas you can see long, but it will not be a forest route. But you could combine that in like this. So you have one part that is open, one part that is a forest route, and to get more people get what they want are looking for. And you can go like this to also get that they get some water views in the route that you're making. So let's just make a route here just to get this quest done. So there you have how you made the route. Now, because the route is done, we need to do a trail task. What will this do? So he has a trail task that he has to hide his bag somewhere. So set up the route, which is click on each of these. Don't know if you can click ahead. No, you have to click on each individual spot. Now the task is done. This is the route that he will take, and it's a 2 hours and 46 minutes long route. You could do it slightly less, but I found it to be a good route to do like that, because you have some people that want an open area, you have some people that want a forest area, some want water, so that's why I was doing a different route this time. So confirm the route, and then either you do it with a vehicle that keeps the stamina up for the person, or you can just send the person at this. That will down the stamina of the person, but I'll be nice to give him the snow cat to get that done. So
Consider it done.
now he sets that route up as well. This route can be used later on to have as a trail for your guests to use, and then they pay you for the vista, for the areas. So this is one of the income that you have in the area, is to keep this up and running, and they will pay you to come and walk through on these routes that you're building up. So let's pass that thing. I do like the frosty areas to see that you are paused. It's a nice little touch that they have done in the game. You see directly that you're not running the game, it's frozen, which is a smart move of the dev team, I must say, because it's a visual aid to see that you're not running the game right now. You are frozen, you're not actively running it. So see him here going with the bobcat up. And then he does his thing that hide his bag up there. So let's go back to the shelter, and we want to be this view. That one is built now, so we're gonna go for the other one, which is order 100 raw food from the air service. So deliver. We want a helicopter, and we needed 100 food. So the air service has 250 in the lifting capacity, but they all go way much faster than the snow cat. So let's commence that, and it's not that you send someone, because it's a pilot that you order in to buy that and fly it to you. He got yelled at because he wasn't here helping with stuff, so he was out taking some fresh air, or hiding the bag that he was on his quest on. So air vehicles, once again you can read everything here when you play through, so it's a good that I have that kind of tutorial that goes in deep when it doesn't really tell you that much here what you need to do. So yeah, once again, what you use your wood for in this game is multiple stuff. You use it to build everything, and you also use it to heat your area. So you want to go into building mode, and you have some things already made here. So some chairs that you can just break down because they're broken, but you have a working kitchen table where you can actually start using. If you want to turn the things, either you use R or you can use right click to turn the chairs around. So you that and we place that there. No. There. Destroy those. Sell that. Destroy. Totally unnecessary for that to exist because they are not working anyway, they are broken. And there. Now we need to build another chair, which we don't have. So what we need to do is go into radio tower, then we have seating surfaces, and we have things like that. So I'm gonna open up the seating. And I'm going to open up the surface. Open that as well. There we go. Now we can go into building mode again. And we have a simple chair. There we go. So now they can come here and get food, and then they can sit here and eat instead of not having anywhere to sit at all. So let's sell that, and simple cabinet with some magazines in that I can read. Then we take a simple armchair to give them somewhere to sit and read at, and we also have a video. And now they have some nice things to do as well, to not just sit around and do nothing. So there, and so what this quest is wanting you to do is build things to up the expectation factor of surpass the level. So we have the entertainment, we have storage, and we have comfort. So we can build a rug to place here. Bit more cozy. You can place one up front here. Feel safe right in front of the fire. We go do this. We go up one level, and then we can place there. And they can be on the room and listen to a radio. That could be a good thing, maybe. And let's give them something to read up here as well. This is a floor. Let's go down and build another place for them to sit and eat. So you have to do some of these stuff right now to up the how much you have around the area to do. But when you do this, you use up the wood that you have, so you don't want to do it too much. But it's something nice to have. Let's make that, and then we make a coffee table. I don't like that. Okay. There we go. Better. There we go. And now we run pass on. So there we go. And they delivered 100 food, I think, already. Have they? No, it's on the way. So let's move the game along and get that done. So, like we were talking about the guest book, we have the different here that you can see, but you also have, depending on what you have for guests, you have to check on what they need. Small story here. This is the ex of Eva, which I think he has a second chance with her, but apparently to her he has none. But you can read through this when you play the demo itself. It's much nicer for you guys to play it for yourself. It is a good game, and it's a quite fun game as well. I just think it's a bit too much to do for a tutorial or demo. So that's why I'm clicking through this rather fast and explaining it to you guys instead of showing you everything. So this is the major group that we have to check on. So they are casual strollers. They are not that high advanced pro people. Their traverse is 2, and they want to go to Espiritival. So what we have to do now is to set up a route to that one, so they can walk up there. So the guest book, casual strollers, and it tells you then what the abilities of those are, and it also tells you though what they desire. So they desire slope, 10% to 50%, forest area, and some vista points. Vista points are these different areas that you can see here after the story is done. So there are different vistas showing around in the area. So let's go through this so you can search. Using the search category, you can then search for what you want to have, which is weird that they just skip that in the tutorial. They go directly to create a trail, which is not what you want to do. You want to actually go into building mode, but it's just skipping those. But you have this tracker, and you can show different areas. So you want to find, now I know exactly where it is, it's over here, but you want to find that one, you can go and find it, scroll down to look through what it is. and then you click on it on the bottom, and it will go to that area where it is. So if it's hard to find something, you can check this area and it will pop you to that in the places directly. So what we're gonna have to do now is make a route to that place, and then we're gonna have to fix that trail up so we can actually use that trail. So start here. They wanted forest area, then they wanted not so rough terrain, so 10 to 15. See, 15 here, this should be fine, but you have 60 if we go up the top, and there are some places that we can get up to 80, 90. But they wanted some forest area, so we go through the forest here. And that's gonna be a bit rough for them. So what you have to do then is go back. It's quite sad that you can't just use right click to undo the last thing that you actually did, because it's being built directly when you place it. And once again, that's 45. It's a bit too much for those people. But what you can do is go the opposite way. Start here. Then you can slowly go around to see if you find a route which is good. There you go. That's 10. Then you go. Let's just go straight there. There. So if you find if you find it to be hard to find the correct way going from the route that you have already made to the certain point that you want to go to, it can be sometimes easier to just go from where you want to end up and look for better paths backwards instead. So now when we have done this route, you want to make a trail task. You want to make a trail, because that's what they wanted. They wanted a trail to be able to go to that place. And you, same as when we sent to Francis on his mission, but this is not the mission part. This is more like a open trail for everybody to use. And then you end up at this Espiritual. So it shows you what the trail is offering for views. There is an open country, so some people that likes that will actually get that as well. And then you have forest and some water. So we confirm that route, and we can give it a name. I'll usually just give it the end area for name, because it's a route to that place. There we go. Now we need to set up that trail, which is either you send the worker with a car or you can send the worker by foot. So I will send Eva because she's faster and she's good on working, and she can do that by foot because she's a good girl and knows how to do that. Now she was working on doing it. It's a bit weird that they are going all the way to the end, because it's a route that they are setting up. So in my opinion, they should go to this point here and work a little bit, then go to the next part, work a little bit to set up the signs and so on during the route. But they go to the end point and work there, and then they go back. Maybe it comes to the full game. I haven't played the full game, even that it's released, but it's a thing that I will see more logic thing to do, because it's actually a trail that they are setting up to that place. So then they shouldn't just go to the end place and work and then go back. It feels a bit I don't know. It feels weird. So now the game is gonna go over to the new level and start to give you some more people, some people that actually is in the for the reputation, and they pay more than the mayor did on her visit. So you have this front desk here. You can send a worker there to gain a tip jar buff for a while, and you can also pet your dog to get a saving or happy guest that they get happy because the dog is happy, and giving them a buff. So that's also something that you might want to be doing now and then to keep that buff going when you have people there. But right now we're gonna also do a room 2. So we're gonna jump ahead a bit. We open up that room because we're gonna need it when the guests arrive to continue with the next quest of this area. We can see if there is something else that we want to we want to open that one up as well. So let's have Eva here. She can make some food. And then we're gonna have Francis and Nicholas to make some more wood because we are running really low on the wood. And this you can see in the heating here, heating central. We use 7.7, 1 wood and 6.7 wood. So totally we are using 57 wood a day for the external, but we are using in the internal we're using 15.4. So you want to keep on doing some of the wood every day just because of the usage. So that's also one of the strategies that I want to be able to keep up, to have people working here now and then. And you see them right now is doing 22 per hour. So to be able to do this day, they will have to do 3 to 4 at least. But I'm gonna just run them on there until they are down to the red and just be safe for some days, and then we're gonna have to do it later on. So there we go. Take those away. And Eva, you are done in the kitchen. So, and now we have some more guests here. Down here you can see how many you have. You have 11 people, but you only have beds for 7. So next quest is you want to build 3 bunk beds and you want to prepare 40 rations. So I'm gonna let them rest a bit now, and then I'm gonna continue in the kitchen and maybe some more wood cutting. So we go into this room that we unlocked. We're gonna build mode. We go to bunk beds that we unlocked as well. And then we're gonna place them here. So this is gonna be more a multi-people room. Don't like how they made this bed because it's oh, I was wondering why we don't have one, because we use 60 wood to make one bed, so we don't have any more bed, the wood to make more bed, which means we need to run along and then fast go out and chop some more wood with some more people, like now. So let's add Nicholas there, and we also add him as well to run them down a bit. There we go, and Let's go in. Eva, go to the be in the kitchen. What we also could do here is go into the radio tower and then we upgrade toolshed here. And that will get us more wood per usage. So what that does is it upgrades so the woodshed speed is 125. So it's one of the things that they are talking about, I think, in the next one. But we need to gather 100 wood, so we need to get that done. And we're also gonna need that wood because they want us to make another trail or two. So let's see here.
A job's a job.
I'm getting too old for this.
Ready for any task.
But we are running really low on this, so I will also do one of these parts. This is the best part with using the cart, so we can send Eva here. She's low on stamina, but we can send her to say we need her to buy 50, and then we say her to 350. No. 350 wood. Because it's not the mayor that is here right now, so we actually get a ton of money from the people that stays here. The mayor didn't pay for the rent and so on. She only paid for the food. Now these guys are paying for more stuff, that they're paying for the trail, they're paying for tip that we have done a good job, that it's a nice area. They are very happy, every one of them. So everything is helping out with getting better. Now I totally run them down into 0 there, which isn't that good to be honest, but yeah, it's just a demo. There we go, now we have some wood to use. And her stamina is back up to full, so she can continue now when she's home in the kitchen a bit. Oh, the kitchen can have multiple workers. Okay, that I didn't see before. That's good to know. So I'm gonna pause it there, and then I'm going to go out to the trail map. So what they want us to do is to go to Celestial Grove and Feroci. So Feroci is quite high up here, and I wanted to have a kind of nice and slow move up there. There are some like 30 to 45, 60 slopes here that I didn't want to use in the other one. So I'm gonna make a new route, which is from that place. Just find the ones, like you see, here's 80. So there are some really bad ones that you can find, but I did find this gem here. That's 10. Then we could maybe get what I found here before. There. Oh. Oh. There we go. And then we want another one from there up to... Well, it's just gonna have to be a bad one. I did find somewhere before that was green everywhere, but that just gonna have to be a yellow one. So now we go to trail, create a trail, we go from the lodge. I don't know if we do one trail with those in one, if it counts as 2 different trails. But what I did before is confirm that one, and then I just called it. And then I made a new one, because now we need a worker then to go up and fix that trail. So we give him a car and then he does that. Now we need another trail. New trail. Here, there. And now we go to Ferocity. It does pop up that they go through that part. I don't know if that's gonna count as 2 different trails, that you can either go there or there if it's one trail. But I don't, because I don't know, the game doesn't even tell you if that does count as 1 or 2. I'll do it this way. So this is going to Rossi and submit. Because we don't have a vehicle now, we're gonna take Nicholas is not gonna do that, she's really slow. So we're gonna take Eva for doing that, but she's gonna do it by hand. So let's go. Now, just because we can't do any more, we can send Nicholas to do this, but I don't think he likes to do that. So we're gonna send someone up there with car later on. So now they're gonna start this. So Eva is first away. He's fast one, and here comes that one, and that's demo. So you can continue playing this game, or you can buy the game. There's not that much more to do in the demo. It's mostly to show you these things. I didn't think I would be able to do it below an hour or around an hour in with this. If I would taken my time and really going through the story as well, this would be up to 2 hours long. As I said, it's a lot of reading in the game. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to. Check this game out, it's a good one. Have a nice day. Bye.